You know, when it comes to life in general, I feel like life is just, it moves so quick. And a lot of times you don't really pause to reflect on what's important to you. You just kind of go through the motions. And sometimes those motions are just kind of a spiral. You know, you feel like you're kind of just moving and moving and moving. You don't really know if you're going anywhere. Revolt has helped me to pause and really reflect on what's important in life.
The importance of a group like Revolt, or just any group where you get a bunch of men or a bunch of people together in a small, intimate setting, it allows business owners, men, people to get together and actually talk about things that they're just stuck on.
I joined Revolt because I saw a brotherhood that was coast to coast. I've been kind of more of a nomad my entire life, a very, very free spirit, and I've always been drawn to that unity. I've always been inspired by that family environment, that brotherhood, that unity.
Being roofing industry, I was at a point in my life where I knew I wanted to grow, and I wanted to find, something like this, but I never imagined that it would be so like this, like a brotherhood.
Revolt challenges me, and the brotherhood of Revolt challenges me to be the best version of myself, and it puts things into perspective for me. So being able to pause and reflect on what's truly important in life has been a big factor of what Revolt has brought to me personally.
It's helped me become clear on what my legacy is going to be. Who am I going to impact throughout my life?
I'm so happy that I'm a part of this, that I've met this group of people. It's changed my life as a leader in my family. It's changed my life as a leader in my business.
I've been a part of a lot of masterminds. I've been a part of a lot of groups with a lot of mentors. I've paid for a ton of coaching. This is different.
Revolt really can fit into so many different cultures and so many different companies that have different ways of doing things. There is something for anybody who comes in Revolt, and it's going to bring you to that next level.
They encouraged me to go ahead and get my business started, so I made a commitment to get the business started. We sold our first roof for TRG 2 weeks after that. In 60 days, we went from 0 to 912,000 in revenue. I've done exactly what they told me to do, and I've duplicated what other people do in this group.
It's not you have to do it this way, this is the cookie cutter, we're giving you this to cut your business into this fashion.
It really took myself and my business to the next level.
There's been a serious transformation in the way that I viewed my business.
Dig deep into myself. I am more focused than I've ever been.
It's worth every penny. I would pay actually more for the stuff that I've learned.
We push each other to be better.
There's a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge that's being shared.
It's really energizing, it's really fulfilling.
It is head and shoulders above anything else in the industry.
Last thing, man, just talking about the fun stuff of the weekend. ATVs.
Man, it's I tell you what, it's exhausting, but man, Hunter knows how to throw a party. So.
So the weekend was incredible. I mean, every detail thought out, the food was top notch, people amazing, location, you cannot beat this. I've been to a lot of different events kind of like this for high level individuals, and every detail here was well put together.
That was one of my first times ever driving jet ski. I kind of, forged the application there to be able to drive it, but that was so fun too. Just to be able to disconnect from, normal life, I guess you could say, and not focus on your phone, not focus on, all the madness and the chaos in your business, and all these guys here.
At our retreats, we have to do a really good job of differentiating ourselves from the free retreat that most of our members come to. We have a good time there. We network, build relationships, have top-notch training, and have a lot of fun. But when you come to a member retreat, we truly take it to the next level. It's about going big, it's about having fun, it's about making memories and building the relationships that you're going to be able to take home, whether you're a Revolt member or not, whether you're in the roofing industry or not. It's about building that brotherhood that you'll be able to have forever.
Dude, the apex fun was going over that hill at about 40 feet. Brian and I took a video of ourselves being like, hey, you know, this is a note to our wives.
And we're about to do something kind of stupid. Real stupid. So Melissa, just want to say I love you, just in case bad shit happens. It was his idea.
Oh, boom.
Maybe having a little too much fun.
I'd do it all over again, man.
So like most people, we have a network of clients and industry relationships all over the country, which is fantastic. And this is a unique experience here at the retreat where it's several days. You've got guys from all over the country, roofing companies of all different sizes, all different experience levels.
The biggest thing for me that I'm taking away from this weekend is reinforcing relationships with guys that I'm already implementing their programs. We got to visit with Joe Hughes, got to spend a lot of time with Matt Danskin, and that's kind of what the base of my business model.
Jonathan, man, he is a wealth of knowledge in the commercial space. I'm primarily commercial in my business, so to be able to see a veteran like that and be able to ask questions, I was able to pull up some of my projects and kind of run some things past him to kind of get that validation. Hey, am I doing this right? You know, is there anything you would do differently? It's huge.
I'll give you a story. SMU, college out in Texas, they had a place called the President's House. They had a large chimney cap that fell down. I went out there, I hired a crane, put that chimney cap back on. They're like, okay, send us the bill. I said, that one's on me. I want your vendor packet. Those roofs had 2 layers of asphalt, 1 layer of shake, and I knew they were gonna come up. A year and a half later, became a 7-figure roofing contract. Forget the $2,500 for the chimney cap. So you can use them as marketing dollars.
So I'd say probably one of the other speakers that I really connected with and empathized with was Garrett Bake. You know, I just met the guy here at this event. We have a lot of mutual connections, and it was really cool to see him get up there and just kind of tell the story of where he was and kind of not such a glamorous spot, and the transformation that he had seen, because I know personally everyone in the room can empathize with that. They can totally relate with that. If that's not their past, it's probably happening right now. So.
And a voice comes to my heart and it says, what do you want? And it wasn't a difficult question to answer because I knew what I wanted. I wanted a loving, passionate, intimate relationship at home. I wanted connection with my kids. But I also wanted to be successful at work. And then the follow-up question, what are you waiting for?
And that's really what my big takeaway is all the little nuggets that they dropped along the way in that aspect. That's the real value.
But what I will tell you is don't change like the shotgun focus element of like, whoa, this is really nice and shiny. I want to do this F-wave, and then I want to do this, and I want to do this, and like keep moving down the line. Stick to something that you're committed to that makes really good business sense for you and that you can get really good at.
Graham is a man with a story. Graham is a man on a mission. And the thing that I took away from that more than anything was, as a father goes, as a man goes, so goes his family, and then ultimately so goes the nation as that generation plays out. And that really hit home for me.
I mean, he paved this path that we're on right now, and he proved that it's possible.
And I was challenged to ask my wife that completely shifted my marriage, and it was, do you feel deeply loved by me? And do you feel honored by me? And when I was challenged to ask those questions, I was scared shitless. Because I knew the answers were not going to be good.
Having him come in and be vulnerable and immortalize himself to us and show us that he's like, dude, I'm just another guy, man. That was, you know, really cool, powerful.
When we're at home, a lot of times we're looked at as the leader of an organization, of our family. We have to be serious, we can't have fun. So when we come to Revolt, when we get together with our brothers, with the other members, we're able to let loose. We're able to have fun. We're able to rack up a $9,300 charge on UTVs from flipping them, rolling them, crashing into each other. We're able to go out on the lake, jump waves with jet skis, jump off of cliffs, and just cut loose and have a good time. That's what it's all about.
And I'm not there yet, or so I thought. And somehow I ended up in the van, and I kept telling everybody, like, I'll ride along. I want to see it done. I'll do a half. Well, I got there, I did the whole thing. And the most important thing that's happened to me, probably in the last 5 years, happened last night.
I like to think of this as like a will to live exercise. You know, will to live. So it's like if this was the last thing you did in your life, how would you execute this workout? And this is your will to live. This is the last thing that you're going to do on this planet. So you're here with, there's about a dozen of us. These are all your teammates. What makes a good teammate? Teammate, I think, has a lot to do with trust. Trusting the people that you're working with. Trusting the people next to you. And then also their will to live. Does that work? Work for you guys?
Sure, man.
All right. I think it was awesome. I think everybody, you know, getting a group of men together to do hard work like that is awesome. I mean, it was a team evolution, you know. We didn't leave anybody behind. We finished together as a team, and you know, it was very encouraging. You know, there's a lot of encouragement going on, and it was just a lot of fun to see.
It was awesome just to be able to see these other guys exerting their energies, and you kind of makes you kind of elevate your game. You see the struggle that these guys are going through, and you want to make sure that you're right there with them, and you feel like you want to support those guys, so you exert yourself and you put down that extra effort, and they motivate you to keep going.
I was able to push beyond my limitations. I was able to find a new version of myself that literally today, I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. At 10 o'clock last night, I started my Murph. I finished it in 1 hour and 2 minutes. And at 11:03, I was a brand new man. And I have to attribute a lot of that to Revolt.
Having a group together, the energy is now 1 + 1. We build off of each other.
I'll tell you what, it was the easiest Murph I've ever done. It just kind of flew by because you've got 12 brothers by your side that are doing the same thing with you, encouraging one another. There's not even a shred of a thought of quitting or slowing down. It was just an amazing experience. Definitely one of the highlights of my year so far, for sure, doing that Murph.
It truly is a life-changing experience because we talk business, we talk self-worth, but we also have fun while we're doing it, and that's what it's all about.
Last night, there's probably about 80% of you guys that were like, those MFers better shut the hell up and put the guitars away. But I will tell you, it was a good time. It was a good connection. I wish everybody could have been there. And that is what this is about, man. Training, relationships, accountability. The training's great, but it doesn't mean anything without this right here. And this right here doesn't mean anything if we don't go home, stay in touch, and continue to hold each other accountable.
A lot of I've never really been one to put deadlines on myself, mainly because I liked having an excuse, you know, to kind of get out of it. And so I have put deadlines on myself that, you know, this, and this, these things that I've set in these priorities, this clarity that I have, I've also given myself a deadline to execute it. And I would not have had that paradigm shift had I not joined Revolt.
There was a lifetime's worth of experience in this weekend. And you know, these guys were my friends before this weekend. A lot of them were, but now a lot of them are my brothers. And the next level guys that are here, man, they are absolutely awesome.
Probably the most powerful thing for me is just being in the same house with about 100 years worth of roofing experience.
If you are able to operate off of other people's mistakes or some of their successes and what has worked or not worked in the past, you're saving yourself a lot of time and a lot of money.
One of the most cherishable parts of it is to seeing how everyone competes, and we're all strong type A's, and so we would fight to the death. And then as soon as we're done, we walk into a breakout session and everyone's open, vulnerable, honest. And that's just the expectation.
The camaraderie, we all work hard, right? We're all hard workers. We all want to work smart, and just getting to bond with other dudes that are, you know, on that same journey, it's just so much fun. So,
but beyond the coaching, you get that time to unwind, and that pulls out some of the best conversations, some of the best memories of, yeah, going on the dunes, out on the boat, having those conversations, and just like having a chance to unwind, which is really rare sometimes in business. So it's a blast. I recommend it for everyone.
The knowledge and wisdom and value that Revolt has given me it's hard to put into words, really. You know, camaraderie that we have in any situation.
But ultimately, as great as the speakers were, talking to all the other members here and having the opportunity to sit down with them and talk about the things that are working in their business and the things that aren't working in their business, and talking about our lives and how we're trying to get through it, it's amazing how much it helps.
It's not just business strategy, it's what are we going to do to help our community, to help our families, to give back, to truly impact lives, to help those people that can't help themselves.
Unity, everyone lifting each other up, building each other up, giving you confidence.
It's not a facade, it's real. You get around these guys and you feel the love, you feel that common bond.
This has been a journey. My entire life has been completely changed. As a group, empowering one another through the accountability and just the camaraderie. Like I've never been a part of anything like this. I don't know if I could do this without this group. I mean, I know that I couldn't. It's fucking powerful.
You'll hear us say over and over, legacy-focused leadership. This retreat was about legacy-focused leadership, leading with legacy in mind. Every decision we make is with legacy in mind. It's all about legacy. It's about what people will remember when we're gone. So with Revolt, you don't just get training, you don't just get a couple of new friends, you get to be a part of something special, something that's going to push you to that next level, and something that's going to help you secure the legacy that you desire.